Hello, dear viewers of Got in the Motion. With me, Yavor Ivanov, the main host, and my favorite and wonderful co-host, Kubrat Ivanov, more known as Kubi. Today we will talk about from the Black Sea, the coast of the Black Sea, about the things in the coast of the Black Sea. We are shooting from Sveti Vas, or Saint Vas in English. It's a little lovely town in the coast of the Black Sea where was shot one of the recently great films, Undercover of Kritje. And yeah, we will talk about the whole place and see how you like it. Hello to me again, and my first question, I have the honor to have the first question to you. How do you think the war changed the business, the tourism, the atmosphere in the coast of the Black Sea? When you think of it, just 100 kilometers from here, it's a war, and here it's peace, but it affects the coast. What kind of aspects
Well,
affected the
obviously
business
the first biggest factor that comes in is the Russian tourists. Obviously less are coming due to the situation that's ongoing, and there's a statistic that over 500,000 of Russian tourists have stopped visiting the Bulgarian Black Sea. So we calculated it that if each tourist was to leave 2,000-3,000 euros in Ireland, and you multiply that by 500,000, that's 1.5 billion in income for Bulgaria. So just by them not coming to visit over, just by booking in their hotel and missing out, that the country is losing already billions. And obviously with that changing, you have more Ukrainians in the hotels. You see Moldovians, you have Romanians, Bulgarians. If you go specifically in our place that we're staying in, we don't really have too many English speakers, which is a shame. I would have preferred if there were. But yeah, no, going back to the question, that's probably the biggest hit that it's taking. It's the financial. Yeah.
So yeah, as well I miss the English speakers, the Irish especially. They bring some special atmosphere in the place. The hotel is great, I have to say, where we're staying. The staff is great, the food is wonderful, but again, we miss this little atmosphere.
Yeah.
And, we had it. But
Do you think that the Russian tourists will return after the war, or will that number never reach its peak as it used to before?
when this war starts last year, people thought it will be less than a year. No matter which side will win, but here we are more than a year and a half. The war continues.
Yeah.
So, and relationship with Russia is hardened by the EU countries, and it's hard to say, but I don't think will be Bulgaria will regain the same number of Russian tourists in the near future.
Yeah, 100%. It's events like these that really.
What do you think of the prices here?
Oh well, I'll tell you what. For Bulgaria using a different currency, it's still a bloody rip-off because we're going into shops, we're going into whether it be exchanging money. Let's start off with the exchange rate for money is 2-3 cents less per euro. So
because there's only one bank in this place,
exactly,
and they use that advantage.
Exactly. So because it's a nice small town or village, you could call it, but now it's kind of grown into a town. There's only one bank situated in the center, and that's it. So that being in such convenience of theirs, they rip you off with the exchange rate. So for 100 euro, you're losing 2-3 euro, and if you keep exchanging, keep doing that, they keep milking the money out of you just by you wanting to use the levs. And even in shops, just in general, you go over, and for the people that don't know, in Bulgaria we use levs, so 1 euro is 2 levs. So everything should theoretically kind of come out to be cheaper, and if not, should be kind of on par. But we're looking at food prices, we're looking at anything really. It's more expensive. I'll get onto that in a second. It's more expensive than it actually is in Ireland with the euro. And last but not least is the transport. We're paying, what is it, €1.60.
Well, €1.50. Roughly,
yeah, €1.50, 60 for 3 stops. That's to get us from the hotel into the actual town itself. That's in Ireland, because I'm under 16, 17, I only pay 65 cents and I can travel wherever I want. Now, That's just a huge scam.
And there is no public transport really.
Yeah. Oh no.
So I think the county council, whatever is responsible, the local authorities, they just steal the money. They don't invest in the public
I'm
transport.
sure even at some of the bus stops you should have recorded it and probably edited in the video. The bus stop is a lamppost that people have to know where it is. And you found it earlier on. And then after we came back into the town together, just the pair of us, we had a woman ask us, "Is this actually the bus stop?" It was just a lamppost. There was nothing else to it. So unless you live here, or unless you magically found out, like you and my mother did, you wouldn't tell that there's a bus stop
Welcome
there.
to Bulgaria.
Well, there you go. Well, my next question to you is: are there any scammers here? As we see that in many countries, they kind of have their own style.
Well, how you said that was the legal scamming with the bike.
Yeah, exactly.
But illegal one is like with your mom, we was thinking that this so-called bus stop, and this old man with kind of a very cheap T-shirt came to us and said, "Oh, listen, the bus won't come in next 2 hours."
Yeah.
It was very warm, and he said, and you know, you look at him like around 17 years of age, very humbly
70,
clothes up, you know, dressed up, and he said, "Oh no," and I said, "Oh, how much is your taxi?" He said 15 level, which is €7.5 for 2 miles or
Not
something,
even.
which is
No,
not even. And we generally believe him because old man looked very humble, and you know what? The bus came after 2
Yeah.
years. And next day we went
Just
with
the
you
pair
to
of
go
us,
to
yeah.
that, and this fool didn't recognize me. He came with the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a code red. You won't see the bus for 2 hours, so
Yeah.
come with me, 15 euros.
Yeah, exactly.
And you wanted to say something to him, but
Yeah.
you know, your good behavior and good attitude stop you
Yeah,
to do
stop
that.
me. I had something in mind to say to that old man, but
Yeah, there is scammers. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. For example, the transfer from the airport. In one way, they ask you for the same distances, 70 left. Then on the way back, they said 85.
yeah.
Now it's changed when it's the same.
Yeah, same distance that you're covering.
Yeah, the daytime, the same distance. So
Doesn't-
yeah,
doesn't
you
make
have to
sense.
be aware.
All right, now to switch the topic up slightly, what do you prefer? Staying at the beach, or doing the activities at the pool, just relaxing at the pool? As we know, you're kind of fan of your cocktails, you know, you like to relax a little
The
more.
pool has pros and cons, and the sea as well. So I can't say, but the pool I prefer because the animators are there, a lot of games, water polo, the bar is very close and
Yeah.
nose. And so in that sense, the pool I would prefer. But also I like to play with you in the sea, and it's healthier actually. The
Yeah,
sea.
it is.
So,
The sea
there is
salt
pros
and
and
the
cons.
water.
What about you? What should you prefer?
I'd probably say a bit of both, because in the morning, as you said, there's water polo and other sports. I like the water sports. I find them very interesting. Now, I may not be, you know, as good as if I was actually training it, but it's a bit of crack. You
Yeah,
know, just
yeah.
go there, play, relax, and then, you know, there is a bar that I don't drink. I get my juices. Yeah, and but then when we go to the beach, you know, there you have. Usually that's where the rest of the family is. We'll go there. We might bring a bow with us. We might do. So I feel like usually what we do as a family, anyways, is we go in the morning to the pool, and then later on we go mix it up. But probably say the pool, just because it always has something on. More entertainment towards it. I definitely say that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's both of them.
Do you think? Sorry, I was a little sleepy when I wrote the question, and oh yeah, there we go. It's actually a really good question. It's just my handwriting was terrible because I was absolutely wrecked. Do you think that the Bulgarian Black Sea has been built over at the coast by?
Yeah, I think it's really overbuilt, because I mean this little village, which it's not really a village, it's like a small
Yeah, it's a
town,
small town.
and actually the southern part is Sunny Beach, and you don't know when Sunny Beach ends and when Selitiv Last starts. They're
Yeah.
so overbuilt, and I got the feeling that the whole coast, when it's a nice beach, is overbuilt. There is no kind of a borders
no.
between them. So they said, "Oh, you're in the city class." I said, "But where is?" There is not even science that you
Yeah.
enter in. It's overbuilt, yeah, definitely
No,
overbuilt,
even-
and ruined the charm, you know.
100%. Like, one of the great things about Ireland is that even though they're trying to build all these apartments and blocks, you still have the charm and the nature
Yeah,
of the
and when
country.
You're
know
getting
it-
out from the village, you know, you're getting out.
Yeah,
and then
exactly,
You
no.
travel half a
And
mile
even-
or a mile or two, and you enter another village. Here it's overbuilt. You don't know in which town or the
Yeah, and like when
Village
I
you
was on the bus, especially on the way back, when both of us were coming back from the so-called village, now built up to a town,
Yeah.
I was looking back and just everything past that certain line was just hotels. One star, 2 star, 4 star,
Apartments or
5 star.
whatever. Yeah.
It just
yeah,
for
yeah,
kilometers ahead, it was just hotels, and it's you can see obviously why it's there, but it just doesn't look good, and there's no
No.
regulation to stop it. So
No. When you see the corruption ruins everything,
Yeah.
you know, and you can smell it in every corner here. It's a beautiful country, beautiful place to come on holiday, but things like that
Yeah.
are ruined by the corruption, like the building, overbuilt transportation.
Yeah.
Doesn't exist public transportation. Yeah, and this is all the touch of the ugly hand of corruption.
yeah, it is. Now, even obviously this is such a hotspot for everybody to come down if you want to visit Bulgaria, but even if you're to leave here, more public beaches maybe for even the people that are living here, because everything is now, if they officially don't buy the land for the beach, they kind of built the resort and then they close it off. Now that's illegal, but just coincidentally there manages to be barriers or something closing off the space,
or a
which
stone wall or
yeah,
something
just
like
just
this,
just
yeah.
just as coincidentally as it gets. It's just crazy how the coincidence just occur, and it just specifically for each hotel it's like that. So
Crazy.
so it's things like that. But anyways, our last question. I know this is a very short episode, so to anybody that's disappointed, don't worry. Once we come back, we will be, I'd say, producing even more episodes as
Yeah, we
come back.
expecting a lot of great guests,
100%.
from professors to great sportsmen, so ordinary people as well. They're very interesting.
100%.
too. So we're looking forward to see you again, and we hope you enjoy.
Yeah, hopefully. Just hit the notification bell and trust me, it will be worth it. Now, the last question is, if you had the money, would you buy a property, whether it be an apartment or house or villa at the Bulgarian Black Sea? Is it worth it at this point?
Your mom, it's like every wife, very influential, so
Yeah.
forcefully or not,
Yeah.
that's another topic, but she would like to have a little partner or a villa in the Black Sea, but I don't think, and I have to follow your mom's,
Yeah.
I will buy, but in some place that hopefully they exist still in the Black Sea, also the Bulgarian Black Sea, where it's more quieter, it's not so
Yeah,
crowded. But if you ask me my personal opinion, I would not. I prefer Sicily. Sicily,
yeah,
I think
for me,
the countryside preserved this ancient spirit, this
Yeah.
uniqueness.
Yeah.
There is not, it's not overbuilt.
Yeah.
We were there for just a day and traveled a lot for 12 hours. And, if I personally can convince your mom, if I have money one day, we don't have money to buy either way, either country, but if we do, I would prefer to buy in Sicily.
Yeah, and even in Sicily when we went there, obviously my mother liked it, but my father and I fell in love with it. Now we've always kind of dreamt since then about a nice little spot there with the pool and just
Yeah,
the
hopefully when
gardens.
we go back to Ireland and play Lotto, maybe we'll win, and
Yeah,
we
exactly.
can buy one little house here and one little house
Yeah,
in Sicily. That would be great.
It would be-
But it's nothing wrong to dream.
Yeah, exactly. Nothing wrong to dream. It's free anyway, so it doesn't stop us. So, unfortunately, this is the end to our episode. If you enjoyed, hit the like button, and if you want to see any more content, even about the content we've told you about, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and we'll catch you on the next one.